Let's go over Solo: A Star Wars Story when it comes to Disney, Alden Ehrenreich, and the Star Wars fans overall. This is Mike Zero here. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, as you all know, Solo: A Star Wars Story debuted just last Thursday, and since then, there's been a lot of media sites out there going over the box office results and how it didn't do too well, and there's been a lot of other subjects for the Han Solo movie. Now, today I want to go over a big story that not only involves Alden Ehrenreich as Han Solo, but another person that should have been Han Solo in my own opinion, and we got a ton of new details on just that by Jon Kasdan, one of the writers, a part of Solo: A Star Wars Story, the son of Lawrence Kasdan, who goes way back to The Empire Strikes Back. But looking at the Han Solo movie, one of the biggest controversial subjects well before they even began filming for this movie is, of course, would Alden Ehrenreich be the right choice to portray Han Solo? And ever since its release, it is a little slow in the beginning. It takes quite a bit of time of getting used to that, actor portraying the character. So Alden Ehrenreich does his own take on the character. However, do you guys remember that big video on YouTube back in 2008? Anthony and Gruber doing the impressions of Harrison Ford's take on Han Solo. Do you guys remember that video? It was a big thing. Everybody wanted him to become Han Solo in the spin-off film. Well, in a recent tweet by Jon Kasdan, this is what he had to say, and I'll go over the reason as to why a lot of Star Wars fans are quite frankly angry over this, so let's get right into it. So Jon Kasdan states, Anthony and Gruber did audition for Chris and Phil, along with hundreds of other talented actors, but special attention was given to Anthony because we had heard about him from fans and admired his work in Adeline. Ultimately, Alden won the part, and personally, I love what he did with it. So, the reason as to why a lot of fans are angry about all of this is because they chose Alden Ehrenreich over Anthony and Gruber, and the fact that they were paying special attention to Anthony because of that video. The other reason is because just yesterday, Jon Kasdan also made a tweet that Disney listens to the fans, both Disney and Lucasfilm listen to the fans when it comes to the Star Wars franchise. Another thing that fans wanted to see on the big screen was Anthony and Gruber portraying the character of Han Solo. Now, if you ask me, guys, that is the guy who should have played Han Solo. Now, I'm not hating on Alden Ehrenreich at all whatsoever. I will say it does take quite a bit of time to have your mind adjust to him portraying the character. I would say about 20 minutes or so, and then you kind of just get used to him doing his own take on the character. But Alden Ehrenreich, I feel like that Anthony and Gruber would have been a far better choice. I mean, by miles. I really think it would have worked. If you guys actually go ahead and check out the video, please, from a couple of years ago, I will link it below in the description. Go show him some love. Tell him that, he would have been a great choice as Han Solo for the Solo: A Star Wars Story movie. You can really tell that he's got the voice down. He's got the mannerisms down. He's got the hair, the bangs hanging over the forehead and everything. He's got the stance. He's got the posture. Everything about Anthony and Gruber would have been perfect of playing the character of Han Solo. All they would have had to done, of course, was dye his hair brown, and he was basically ready to do it. And I think that he would have been a far better choice than Alden Ehrenreich personally, and I think that's what 90% of the Star Wars fans wanted to see on the big screen, was to have Anthony portraying the character. Why did they choose Alden? I'm not quite sure. We haven't really heard much about him either before Star Wars. Sure, he played in a couple of movies here and there, but looking at Anthony and Gruber, I really do believe that would have been a far better choice, and I think that fans would have honestly enjoyed the film a whole lot more because he would have nailed Harrison Ford's take on the character. Meanwhile, Alden does his own take on the character, which is all fine and okay and all, but I think the other way would have been way better. Now, the reason as to why a lot of fans are angry about this, like I said before, is because Jon Kasdan said that Disney listens to the fans. Both Disney and Lucasfilm. And a lot of people were asking for this, and we didn't get that. We got Alden Ehrenreich instead. So, I don't know where you guys stand on this. I would love to hear from each and every one of you in the comments section. Who would you have preferred to appear on screen if, let's say, at this very given moment, we are set right before they began filming Solo: A Star Wars Story. If you had a choice before they began filming, who would you have actually chosen, Alden or Anthony? Let me know what you think about that. Once again, guys, the video is below in the description. Please go ahead and check it out. He really does deserve it all. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.